Yo, what's good? It's Board TV. As you can see from the screen, it is definitely the Death Nut Challenge. We got our gloves, we got our goggles, and we even have lights on our safety goggles. Extra safety, of course. We got a chain hang low. I'll be honest, I think my body got me ready for today. At least I'm hoping that's the case and praying that's the case. And I suppose we'll see. But I'm excited, nervous, all of those things combined into one. And that's okay. I think that's natural as you're about to consume really spicy nuts.
The last 2 hours I've just been trying to mentally prep. So it'll be okay.
And are you prepped?
Yeah, honestly, no. The mental prep did nothing. I honestly think I'm going to switch to lab safety goggles so I know for a fact I don't actually touch my eyes.
That's the bulletproof way to.
Because I touch my eyes all the time. So
yeah, that's the thing. Like I have these, but then I'll be like, oh man, I got some itch on my face, and then it'll just be death nut sauce on me.
Well, at least we'll be able to see your hand getting close to your face because the contrast will be like, hey, you're a little dangerous right there, man.
Yes, don't do that. So, of course, this is supposed to be fun, painful maybe as well, but more importantly, we want to talk a little bit about what Board TV is and kind of some things we got planned starting already next week. We've already done some of that, but I guess we could start from the beginning. The funny story of how we all met. I don't know if this is knowledge or not, but these two are brothers, and I met these dudes waiting in line for Ape Fest day one, year one, to get the wristband. And we just chopped it up, talked for a while, and then, we went about our ways. We had a great time at Ape Fest number one, and then lo and behold, the first day one of Ape Fest year two, we go to get in line, and it's not even right away. That's the thing. Like, it was like a little after when you could have started to line up. That's the weirdest part. So I go to walk with, and I'm with my friend Nick, and we're walking in, and these two dudes are also walking in. So it was like, this is destiny. We talked a bit about creating fun content while also kind of like sharing our stories as well as other Bored Ape members' stories. So we're excited for entertainment, fun, pain, all wrapped into one.
Yeah, so we're starting off with a doozy, man. We're just gonna jump straight into some pain.
Yes,
and we're gonna start high and then do an immediate dump down low after that. But
we just decided to rip off the Band-Aid, dude. Just go for it.
I mean, no better way to get this all kind of kicked off than to eat some death nuts.
I can't wait.
Definitely full sending it. Yeah, yay! I can't wait. My mouth's gonna be on fire. We're also going to talk a little bit about some of these games that we'll be playing with some of our guests. One exciting guest that we already have lined up for next week is the Board Gazette. So we're excited to talk to them about everything they've done and definitely highlighting Yuga and more specifically Bored Ape and the journey and the news and notes. And also, did you guys see today, I think ApeCoin had announced that they're also going to be one of the writers for Ape Token, which is dope and not surprising at all.
Yeah, no, not at all. Yeah, super excited to have them on next week. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, it was Writers for the Token, which was a 2-month weekly thing, and then also the proposal to make them more of a 24-hour news channel of some sort. So I think that, I was reading through the AIP, and I had a bunch of ideas, and so it'll be interesting to see what they have to say about it. Because there's a lot of things that sounded like they want to do, and it would be great to really just have a landing page to kind of host all of that. So we'll see. I'll be interested to ask some questions and get some of their feedback.
I think naturally, like, the more information, the better when it comes to something like that. And obviously, like, it's so funny when this came up, it was like, everyone was like, Board Gazette, he's perfect, or they're perfect for this. And it was just like every single person that knows what they've done was just all on board. Again, not surprising at all. And definitely looking forward to some more information and clarity, and very much looking forward to talking to them about kind of their journey into Bored Ape. So I guess really briefly, let's talk about how, and we can maybe start with one. Do we want to start with one and talk about how we got into Bored Ape?
Let's do it.
Let's do that. Let's go ahead. All right. First of all, we're doing the Death Nut Challenge. It's by Blazing Foods.
Yes.
there's like 5 levels of hell on the back here. Starting with mild. Are you ready for this? Then there's medium. The party is starting. Getting there, questioning your commitment. And then level 4 is oh hell yes hot, which boom, fire it up. And 5 is regretfully hot, aka the death nut. So we've got a whole bunch of nuts in here.
And just for some clarity, we're gonna have conversation. We're gonna talk. We're still gonna eat these nuts, but that's gonna be clipped later. I can already see it in my future.
Oh yeah, we're gonna eat these nuts.
But we also will be taking care of ourselves along the way. We're not going to be timing anything. We're going to simply we're going to have the death nuts. We're going to be in pain, but throughout it, if we need to grab, I'll be testing out some different maybe wives' tales. I'm hoping they're correct because otherwise I'm in for extra pain. One was citrus or lemon, so I'll be squeezing some lemon. I'll give you guys a rating to see if it actually helps or not. I have some chocolate milk. I've got salt. We got salt. Obviously water doesn't help, but I got water anyways to pretend like it helps. And then I have ice cream. If I need to run and get that, I'll take down the pint. That's fine. I did an extra Peloton ride today, so whatever. I can take down some ice cream.
So that's just the number 5 pack sitting closest to me, and I was like, I'm gonna move that.
You accidentally rip like half a bag of the 5s right off the top.
This is where it gets tricky because I'm looking at these peanuts. And some of them look like they have a lot of powder on them, and some of them look a lot less powdery.
Yes.
I think for the first one,
I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna crack into one.
Just crack my.
I'm gonna open mine up as well. Scissors.
I got a little
for this. Let's go.
No, they don't smell.
I don't know why I'm shaking. I'm like scared of these nuts or something.
Understandably so.
Understandably so, my friend.
I don't know if I can. I'm not going to be able to show them off very well. Oh, maybe. There we go.
Tweezers are the.
You got tweezers, my dude.
My one nut perfectly in there.
I'm gonna take down 4 of the first one.
Okay, I guess I'll do more than one.
I think I'm
all right. Hop on in there, Phil. Let's go.
I'm just dead after the first one. That'd be great.
Barehand that.
I'm going 2.
Right,
but we'll go ahead and give it a rip. Cheers to some death nuts. This is number 1.
Oh God.
They're already kind of spicy, I'll be honest with you.
It's tickling my tongue.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Level 1. Okay, so the internet lies.
Yeah, level 1's easy. You don't feel it at all. I'm sorry.
I got a little bit of something in my throat.
So as we digest number 1, oh my God, that was hotter than expected. I did on the stream. They did say number 1 was maybe worse than 2. Let's hope so. Let's pray.
Jesus Christ.
So
I got the powder.
Let's talk because this is part of the fun is talking about things and trying to have some sort of conversation while also the back of my throat is on fire.
My tongue's like.
How did we get into Bored Apes? And so I minted the fateful night that they minted out. I've been looking around at them for about, I don't know, a couple days. I had shared a bunch of tweets, etc., to other people, and nobody really responded. But at the end of the day, I minted 1, wanted to mint 4, and was going to move some funding around. We got a frog in my throat already. Wanted to mint 4. I was going to wake up and move some funds around, and then of course the story is, and it's true, they sold out by the morning time because this was like 2 a.m. when I minted, and then by the time I woke up at like 7 or 8. They were already gone. So that's my story. I have 2 apes from a trade later on, but I got into apes on that night they sold out.
I'm pretty sure if they're like from official challenge rules, I've already lost because I've already had like 2 swigs of water, and I'm not sure if it's helping at all.
The water is not going to help my dogs. The water is not going to help. That was yeah.
I feel like. You know, like lava is just slowly pouring down my throat. Like,
and this is telling me I'm actually glad this happened though, to be honest, because I was like, oh man, maybe I can do like 3 or 4 of the number 5. No, I'm doing 1.
Dude, my nose is already running. Not even
Careful how you wipe that.
Oh boy. So how did you guys get into Bored Apes, and when did you, and kind of why, what drew you in, I suppose?
I'll let Will start us off here because he's the one.
Oh my!
So obviously, we got.
Sorry about that. I was in the Blau Discord, and he had posted a link to his Discord like 5 hours before he did a giveaway, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna hop in this Discord because I like Blau. I like EDM music, and I had been following him for a while. I'd been to a couple of his shows before, and I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go check it out. I've heard him talk about crypto and NFTs, and I'd seen some of his early stuff. Basically, I hop in there. He's giving out Bored Apes, and I'm like trying to like rush through and dig through his Wikipedia to try and answer his questions.
I remember that too, actually. Yeah.
So I was over there rushing around trying to get into that, and essentially I found myself like almost getting one, and then I was like sitting there like, why did I want this so bad? Like I had no idea what OpenSea was. I mean, I knew what OpenSea was, but I hadn't been on OpenSea, and I had no idea how much the apes cost or anything like that. Like I hadn't even like what's floor price. I had no idea at the point. And then basically I was like, screw it. Like I'm gonna go check these out because I was like, I'm curious. What is this? Why did I have some kind of, like why did I feel so let down and being so close to getting one and then not getting one? And I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go check it out. Looked at it. I mean, the floor was like 0.3, and I had the luxury of shopping for mine, which was kind of a weird thing to think back now. I was like, I scrolled, right? I was looking through it. I had heard a little alpha tip that maybe zombie traits were like rarer. And so then I ended up finding this one with zombie eyes at 0.35. And I was like, you know what? I'm from Texas. He looks like a cowboy. He's coming home with me. So that's how I got in. And yeah.
Love it, dude. I love that. I do remember that as well. I'm trying to find the trivia answers to win an ape, and I obviously did not succeed on that. So Bryce, how did you mosey your way in?
Yeah, I was a good bit later than y'all. I want to say like a month or 2, and that was really all just thanks to Will. He had bought this ape for like $1,000 at the time, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, why are you dropping $1,000 on a picture of a monkey? Just like to everybody else, it didn't make sense. And then we kind of talked about it more and more. And then we started shopping, and we looked at floor apes, or just all apes really, for I want to say like a week or 2. And we just didn't find one that we were like, this is it. This is what I'm going to buy. And then they
they were 2 or 3 ETH at the time, right? So it wasn't like we were set. We were like, I don't know. Is this the top? Like, we hadn't like built the conviction yet. So
right.
And then they dropped dogs, and apes ran to like 5 ETH or so, 4 or 5 ETH. And then we were like, oh shoot, are we going to miss it? Is this our chance? And then we found the ape that you see on the screen right now. Oh, and Will was like, thankfully Will helped me out. I was in a bit of a bind kind of financially, just because I was just in the middle of graduating college. This isn't,
Wait, you didn't have money when you graduated college?
Here's the reason behind it too, is I'd actually gotten in a wreck over winter break with one of my friends.
He was in a pile of bills, bro.
I backed into him. He parked right behind my driveway. It don't
matter.
Anywho, so like I had to pay for his car, which to fix it, because I wasn't going to use insurance. I'm like, I'm a 21-year-old kid. If I say I was in a wreck, that was my fault. My insurance is going to skyrocket. Anywho, I owed like $4,000 like after I graduated and started my job, and so money just wasn't like super accessible. It was all tied up in boomer stocks and paychecks I hadn't received yet. And so thankfully, Will kind of helped me out there, and we actually shared this ape, which was hard. It's been hard because I'm like, oh, I want the full thing. But at the same time, I'm like, at least I own half.
Yeah, for sure. You're still in the club.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so when we bought it, I think I was in the red for maybe like a couple weeks.
I mean, we bought it right after dogs.
Right after dogs, and then they pulled back, and we were like, "Fuck! Did we just buy the top?" Like, and then we've been good ever since. And
the rest is history, as they say, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready for that was our little quick story on us getting into Bored Apes. Obviously, this will be things that we do with our guests as well, and we're like so excited. We've already lined up a bunch of really dope Bored Ape members, and we can't wait to talk to Mutant Ape owners as well as other Deed owners. Like that's the whole point, is to get to know, kind of perspective on all of these things. So let's go ahead and go to the next one. The party is starting, apparently.
I would argue that the party has already started.
I would agree.
Yeah, my
False packaging. False packaging. I want a refund now.
So I don't know if I just ate that first one wrong, but
yeah, I'm like, am I supposed to chew it all the way, or is it just like?
Well, I mean,
like,
if you
did I fuck up by going straight down the pipe? Like,
wait, did you chew it?
I chewed mine like to completion.
I mean, I didn't swallow the
Like,
damn
well,
thing. I mean, like,
We should just be throwing them back like we're taking pills. I'm taking one of these, I think.
we're doing the day after challenge, not the,
Actually, I'll do two, I guess.
Godspeed, Phil. You
I
got
mean,
it.
I feel like a baby. I ate one.
I did two
and
on the
it
first
took
one.
me
and-
down.
Wait, you only ate one?
Yeah.
Oh no,
I-
that's fine. That's gonna be me in a second. Don't worry.
But
I'm gonna
I
have
got the one with the most dust on it. So
potency. I'm gonna do two.
I think
And
I'm pulling back to one.
I might try the
yummy.
lemon to see if it works after this, and I'll give you guys a rating, all our listeners and followers, to see if it actually does help or not. I'm really praying it doesn't make it like 10 times worse.
we got double nut.
I got two. All right.
Throwing them back. Ready?
Cheers, brothers. Oh, Lord save us.
Cheers.
I'm so stupid. I put this thing in my mouth and then I'm chewing on the right side and then I switch it to the left. I just got to keep it on one side.
This is going to be a late riser. I can feel it already.
Yeah, I was going to say first taste. I'm not like. Not
Oh,
that bad.
definitely a late riser, boys.
Oh my!
Yeah. Yes. That. Wow.
It was. Oh man, that's like a sweet and spicy. It's
Yes.
like, oh no, I'm playful. I'm cool. We're chill. And then it's like, psych.
Our next conversation of topic, as we all, at least I'm going to have a frog the size of a massive bullfrog in my throat. How did you get into NFTs? Was it through Bored Ape or was it pre Bored Ape?
Well, my first one was a free NFT from Blau when he had the ultraviolet sale. So like when he did that 11 million, was it 11 million? Yeah, like 11 million. Let's see the lime. So it was the ultraviolet album sale. I was like, you know what? I understand physical vinyl records, and so I was like, I'd been trading those, and I was like, I'm a bid on it. So at the time, I was like, I threw $800 on there, which it started at 300, and I quickly saw it go to like 30K, and then it was like 60K, and I was like, oh, I just got put in my place real quick.
Right.
But I got a free NFT for bidding, so that was cool.
That is cool. I'm not sure about this lemon tactic, boys. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You know, I wasn't sure about it either when you said citrus, and I was like, that doesn't sound like a neutralizer, but I mean,
Yeah, you keep chugging away at that lemon.
I'm trying to figure out
Excuse me real quick. I'm gonna grab my ice cream.
That's very cool.
ice cream break. So I started like many NBA Top Shot because it was an easy way to transition into NFTs because you didn't think about it as an NFT. It was kind of hidden in a way. And I think that's actually the genius behind Dapper Labs and NBA Top Shot was the fact that they really did like, yeah, that is me. They made it where you could buy with credit card, debit card, or ETH. And I think that was a genius idea because I do think sometimes setting up a MetaMask, though it's really not hard. And we know that getting someone brand new into the space through that can be daunting or feel daunting. So I think that was the genius behind Dapper Labs and NBA Top Shot was I could literally just pull out a debit card, put out, and buy a pack or put however much money I wanted to in it. And that was a good ride because I got in early. I was pre the massive hype. So I saw the evaluations going like craziness. You had some nice sales. I still hold a lot of Top Shot because I think it has a chance to be really great. They fumbled some stuff, if you ask me, made some bad and poor decisions, if you ask me. But at the end of the day, they do have the license with UFC, NBA, and NFL. Like, that's a lot of power behind you. So I think they'll be here to stay. And again, that got me hooked. And then it was kind of like I started searching for PFPs, and I looked at Hashmask, and I looked at Avastars, and then I got into a couple of small projects, and then I stumbled upon Bored Ape. The rest is definitely history after that.
Yeah, again, because I was a little later to the club. Bored Ape was kind of what brought me into NFTs, and then actually a lot of the kind of Fuck Render, Victor Mosquera, like kind of their nifty gateway drops.
Yeah.
I mean, they had like $15,000 floors, 20,000, 30,000. So I remember, Bryce, we talked about that. We were like, whoa, like this art is like going for a pretty penny. Like, and I think I was like looking at how they were just being dropped, and I was like, this is interesting. Like, sorry, I need a second, but
you're good.
You need a thought in a
Yeah,
second.
it was a lot of just quick flips on our end where we were like, we were in no position. Me as a 22-year-old at the time, I was in no position to be like collecting art to collect art.
Right.
But we saw like, they would sell it and have their dollar open editions or $100 editions, and then they would instantly be like 1 ETH, 2 ETH, 3 ETH. And so we were like, oh wow, like that was kind of the first time we were like, oh, we can flip these NFTs and make money off of it.
Right.
So that kind of kickstarted our flipping journey.
And that makes sense too, for sure. You see it, and then you do a couple flips, even if it's like at a small scale, and it definitely gets the hooks in you, if you will. But I know for me, it definitely went from like just thinking and actually making quite a bit of profit on Top Shot and being, but I was a card collector too, so it kind of made sense to me. Like I didn't mind holding stuff either. But when I started down the NFT journey, I was confused too. Like most people, we were just kind of like searching. Like there was not a lot out there actually, and it really was more like small projects, fine art pieces, small artists, and trying to kind of navigate that was really hard. Like I literally was in 2 small projects that both rugged, and it was when they were both doing well. Like they were both like selling pieces, and then I think what happened is the artists just didn't get enough help. Like they didn't ask for help, and then they just got burnt out. Like I saw that firsthand. And that's how I got to know a bunch of people that I still talk to now was we were all in those projects rugged together. But it was unfortunate at the time. But I get it. I suppose it was just kind of crappy for sure.
For sure. Do we want to move on to the
let's do it.
level 3?
Let's do it.
This past one, number 2.
My tongue is still.
It still hurts. I keep trying to soothe it with a little bit of ice cream, and it's like not shutting up. So,
bro, I have ice water here, and I'll just like put it, in my mouth, just let it sit there, and it relieves the pain, but then I swallow, and I'm back to.
All right.
I'm dying over
I think I'm only doing 1 from here on out. Maybe I can't decide.
All right. Here's, dude, yeah.
These look so coated and these look just like slammed with spice.
Number 3, we got question your commitment.
I'm questioning my sanity, actually.
This one's got the Carolina Reaper in it.
Oh, okay.
7-pot something and a double shot of something. AKA, you're fucked. So.
All right. Well, I think, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Am I doing 1 or 2 here?
I've never regretted doing a challenge so much before in my entire life.
I think I'll do 2. I'll do 2.
You touched that?
You're a beast.
Oh.
I think I'm stupid actually, but the chocolate milk will probably be coming out after this.
Yeah.
It's
I've been saving the ice cream and the milk. I've just been trying to get by with water. But
it's in this sweet cooler I packed. Shout out to Arctic. If you guys want to sponsor Bored TV, let us know.
All right, down the hatch.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, here we go, boys. Let's yeah.
All right, I did a pre-shot of ice cream on this one. I ain't fucking around anymore.
Right.
All right.
Cheers, boys.
Godspeed.
To the death nuts.
Wait. Oh God. Okay. Yo, real quick. There's so much on this nut. Am I gonna die?
Put it on your teeth, not your tongue.
Dude,
I
all
think-
over your tongue. Lick the whole thing. Just give it a.
Dude, that actually is the alpha though. If you can keep it on your teeth, just slam
This
them.
is King's Alpha.
Just
All right, I'm gonna
It's
go.
gonna land in my mouth. I'm like, Thai boxer, let's go.
This is gonna sound crazy. I don't want to jinx myself because maybe it's really slow burning here. I still think number 1 was the worst so far. I mean, this one's hot. It's more of like a slow burn.
Whew, I feel it now.
I like my shorts. I got the.
No, god damn it. Okay.
I'm using salt.
Oh, fuck.
Awesome.
So that's the kiss of death. If you send it down your throat too soon, game over.
Okay, number 3 is bad. It's a slow process, boys. Yep. My
I
nose is
mean,
watering.
I'm breaking all the rules, but oh, fuck.
We have our own rules here on Board TV.
Actually hate it here.
You're like, why did I sign up for this? I could have just not had my nuts deliver on time.
Could have just not ordered these.
Well, boys,
Oh,
that was number 3, boys.
We got 2 more.
Yeah.
My body's shaking. I'm trying to pick up more peanuts with these tweezers. I legit can't grasp them.
Lemon
chocolate
gets.
milk make the pain go away, bro.
I hope.
Do it.
Oh no, it's got a capsule on it. No.
Oh god. I got some little bitty HEB mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Shout out to Mint Chip.
And shout out HEB. They're goated.
I need to blow my nose.
I don't like this game anymore.
Mom, can you come pick me up? Throw some powder straight to the back of my throat.
What did?
Some powder.
How's it still in your mouth, dude?
I think it like cleared off my teeth. Like my molars or whatever. This shit got me. I'm bussing.
Man. I can't imagine doing half the bag. I just
Yeah, freaking animals. I mean, we are apes.
hey, we're aping into some death nuts here. So
I'm gonna say it right now.
yes.
We need a death nut emote in the other side.
Yes.
Pop some
Yes.
peanuts and just woohoo, like fucking head blows up.
Your head just starts on fire. Or you have mouth of fire. Mhm.
I'm really glad I got a full tub of ice cream.
What, you don't think this is going to be enough?
No chance,
I'm
dog.
already like, well, I'm about to go grab more.
You're like running to HEB. You don't even drive there. You just run.
I've got a few still in my freezer, but
All right, let's have another topic.
Dude, my face is hot.
dude, I want to take my shirt off. Like, no lie.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about our game. So we're gonna have a segment. My tongue is on fire. We're gonna have a segment. This is so much harder to talk about stuff. We're gonna have a segment that we
You got
have a
some rosy
wheel.
cheeks there.
Yeah, I know, dude. I'm gonna be the color of my ape soon. So we're gonna have a segment where we spin a wheel. We've come up with some games, and they're supposed to be fun. It's for entertainment. And so some of the games that we've come up with is Mint, Marry, Burn, the old game where we have 3 different NFTs, and you have to obviously choose them, and they'll be within the same collection potentially. It could be again a wide variety of different collections. They might be associated with someone you know, and you have to obviously pick one to mint, which means you could sell it. Marry, you got to stick with it forever, and obviously Burn, we never see that NFT again.
Yeah, it's basically our Web3 take on Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Yes, indeed.
I think it'll be pretty fun.
It'll be fun. Fact or Cap is one where we're going to be, having real tweets and fake tweets from influencers or influential people, I should say, because it could be like influential apes as well, where you obviously have to see if it's fact or if it's cap, and that should be fun. Also, we will be. Let's see, what was the other one? Now I'm like delirious. Yes, ape or fape. So is it a real Bored Ape, or is it a not, or is it a fake ape? And you got to see if you know which one's which. We knew you were going to be out there.
Behind that is
Update wasn't enough.
no. The reasoning behind the real or fake ape is there's sometimes you come across an ape that lands on the floor or in somewhere in the for sale, and you're like, holy crap, I've never seen that one before.
Yes, indeed. And so we'll obviously go through some of these that are not actual Bored Apes in the collection, and we'll see what people, if they know what they know. What's the other game? I'm forgetting one.
Ugh.
So we did
Undervalued, overvalued.
Yes. Go ahead and explain that one, Bryce.
Yeah, basically we'll show you either a project or a certain NFT and what it's listed at, and you'll have to just give us your opinion on whether you think it's undervalued, overvalued.
Yeah.
Did you cop or not?
Yeah, for sure. And I think that'll be fun too, because you'll see people having to make a choice, and we'll do it too. Like we'll play along. We'll play the games occasionally too with them, because it's supposed to be for fun. It's not out of hate. It's literally for entertainment, and that's definitely something that we're looking forward to. The other thing is, what's up, TIGGL3S? What's good? Our miles are on fire. Welcome. Thanks for coming through.
Okay.
Definitely try the Death Nut Challenge at your own risk. The other thing is myself, Will, and Bryce will be doing a little challenge, a little leaderboard, where we're going to spend a hypothetical amount of ETH on we're going to probably focus on other side or other deeds just to see potentially how those floors move. We might do other collections as well. And it'll just be a fun way to track it and see who's in the lead. And we'll do some sorts of challenges, like at the end of the month, whoever's in last has to eat a whole package of number 5 Death Nut. I'm just kidding.
Holy shit.
That would be terrible.
Actually, keep your packages.
That would be rest in peace. So it's going to be a fun time. We want to, again, obviously get to know these different members of the community, but what is the dude in the bottom wearing?
You're not talking about your shirt, bro. You're talking about your...
Yeah, those sweet glasses, my dog.
Safety first.
They were actually some safety goggles, and there were lenses in them. And
he busted them out on the first nut because it was so hot. He just slammed him.
Got to stay safe.
Thanks for coming through, Door Flam. We're doing the Death Nut Challenge here. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Like, we're definitely looking forward to it. We've got these slides that'll be ready to go, and our first one will be next Wednesday. We haven't come up with an official time, but it'll be Wednesday night, where you'll get to know more about Bored Ape Gazette, which is just an awesome person in the space. So we're looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. Like, we want to have fun. We are gonna be at Ape Fest next year, interviewing people live. Like, these are things that are gonna happen when what the hell's the Death Nut? These things, the challenge. They're really spicy. We're about to go on number 4, which supposedly is maybe the hottest one. So I can't wait for that.
We're breaking all the rules.
We're breaking all the rules, which is fine.
Reaper.
Lots of Reaper in this one. But obviously we when the other side starts to do demos, we've had a demo stream before, and that's a lot of fun. That was a ton of fun. We had a lot of people come through. If you are building once our other side is open and you want to come through and talk to us about it and have us jump into your land and test it out, we're all for it. Is the guy in the top right?
16, bro.
I love this. That's my brother. We're actually brothers. And we get asked if we're twins a lot. And it's funny. I mean, we both look pretty young, but I just love it when people think he's younger than I am, because he's a good 3.5 years older than me.
Well, he didn't say that I looked younger than you.
Yeah, he thought you were 12, dude. He was wondering why I was hanging out with a 12-year-old and a 16-year-old.
Like, yo, what's this boomer doing?
What's this 45-year-old doing here, dude?
Man, he just fucking internet bitch slapped me.
Sit down.
Dang, Door Flom. Thanks for coming through, dude.
Door Flam. Appreciate the kind words.
Let's go to number 4, because I just want to get this one over with. I think. Let's try it.
I'm not.
These
yeah,
are so
all right.
powdery.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. This one's gonna be bad. I think, gents.
That's the wrong one.
Mhm.
I was about to repeat.
All right, lads, eat your nut at this.
Thank you.
All right.
All right,
Hold on.
there it is.
Hold on. Whoa. I got to pick out the least powdered nut. The least powdered.
What's
It's
the
gonna
one?
be terrible, dude.
Here's the glory and here's the honor.
Yeah, dude.
You can't come in or come on her.
That honor.
Death nut on her. All right.
Cheers, dudes.
Dude, I'm so. Oh, dude.
Yeah, I think this one's supposed to be the worst. I don't know.
Oh, I'm a little scared.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, right off the get, that's rough.
Have I just become numb?
Dude, how did people eat half a pack of this?
You got to keep it on the teeth, my dog. If you let that thing like marinate on your tongue at all, that's game over for you.
Dude, that's so alpha, though.
Literally, you got to just chomp it. Otherwise, no bueno. No bueno.
Yeah,
All right, should
I'm
we,
kinda dry.
should we try and play one of the games and kind of demo it out?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Getting
it's
lagged when I put it in my mouth.
pretty spicy, my friend.
No, I'm being serious. The teeth, that is definitely alpha.
Dude, I'm still tasting the back of my throat.
That one wasn't bad. Am I crazy?
Shut up, Phil.
I don't know.
I think that one wasn't as bad.
This is the worst one for me so far.
Oh. I'm sorry you're having a rough go at it over there, Bryce.
Need another.
Do you want some ice cream?
You're out of them, dude. Yeah, let's play a game. Who's got it? That's
Oh.
up to you, Bryce.
Dude, I don't have. So yeah, I couldn't get my computer to work for this, so I'm on
Chuckles, I'm
my.
in danger.
Will, can you call this one up? Because I'd have to log into my Google Drive. Dude, what the fuck?
Dorflam
Yeah.
flipped the script on you. He said you're the child now, so.
Let's see here.
No shit, I'm young.
Oh man.
Definitely a late burner.
Want me to do a quiz as the game? Sure, if you want.
Yeah, if you got any questions for us, we'll be happy to answer.
Oh
them.
boy, this could be you're teeing him up for a.
I was gonna say he strikes me as the.
He's teeing. Let's do mint Mary burn.
Ah,
All right.
Ah. God bless America.
first to answer wins. All right, hit us, Dorflam.
You're setting him up for a dunk, dog.
I'm going straight salt.
Dude, I mean, he's gonna have to deliver.
Fuck, I'm drunk. That was nonsense. My
All right.
lord.
Was that the answer?
Dude, salt made it worse, low key.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, and salty milk is not the move.
All right, here we go. Mint Mary burn.
Oh,
That's a tough one. Well, I'll let you take this one.
We're all gonna do it. We're all gonna do it.
Mm.
But I'll go first, so you guys can. That one hits late, dogs.
yeah, it does.
I don't have anything about I have beer.
All right, I'm going to. Oh man, I'm gonna mint the crown. I'm going to marry the hat, the MAYC hat, actually. And I'm gonna burn the pizza.
Yeah, I'm with you there on that one. We're minting the crown, marrying the gold, because the merch hat plus the gold.
Yep.
Solid. Burn the. Although I really like that middle one. He's pretty good. Dorflam is waking up to the fact that we are NFT bros. So that's hello. Welcome. We trade NFTs and have a
We
lot
do
of fun at it.
indeed.
So
That is what we are here to discuss. For me, I'm actually going to marry the M2 Kings clan and Trippy.
All right.
I think that's just super cool. And off chance there might be perks for M2 now, like way down the line. I would definitely mint the M1 Gold with the merch hat
All right.
and burn the pizza. I love the pizza and I think it looks sick, but out of the other two,
So we all agree with the when we would burn.
Mm-hmm.
I like him though. I think he's gonna be cool on the other side.
Agreed.
Oh boy, what I do?
You're so young, bro.
So Dorflam asked if we enjoy losing money.
I'm up still like 10x on my investment from a year ago.
I think we're all pretty good because we got in early, but it's been rough out there.
It's definitely been rough recently, but again, I started January 2021, so kind of early. And yeah, it's been good for me actually financially, but I know that's not always the case. This one
on this one, I'm gonna go first on this one. I'm gonna mint the pimp coat. I'm gonna marry the Trippy with the pipe, and I'm burning the Trippy hat.
All right. I will. Ooh, that's interesting. I think I'm. Ooh, boy. I love a good orange background, as you know. I will mint the Trippy hat. I will marry the orange, and I will burn the Pimco. That's tough though, because I do love the Pimco. Dorflam. The only thing I would say is I think most markets are crap, and specifically with NFTs, what I've found is, I mean, naturally, probably like 90 to 95% of them will be junk, and you will lose. But if you can hit that home run on a project or two, you're gonna do just fine. Like we're all in Bored Apes, and we got in early, and they've done like obviously really well. But I think with anything, like you're kind of throwing darts in a way. But I'm not the type of person that mints every NFT. I'm definitely not that. Just because I've seen, like you're saying, the market is definitely in a tough spot, and I don't want to mint trash because I would agree that a lot of NFT projects are absolute garbage. That is true, but you could say that about a lot of other things too. It's more about finding the ones that you think can play long term. So like Bored Ape, I feel pretty damn confident that they're gonna be a good long term player. But I hear your sentiment for sure. Like the markets in general are pretty dead.
Yeah, I agree there too. I think the issue with a lot of people that are coming into NFTs now or just now learning about them are hearing about all the rug pulls, and they're just trying to find the next BAYC rather than just coughing up the money and investing in the project, which would be beneficial long term.
And it is hard because I would also say that the entry point to a lot of these projects that are probably going to do well long term, at least for now. There's going to be new ones that do well too, but it's really expensive to get into those. Back in with my parents.
Back in? What do you mean? I already live here.
My mom is actually visiting, but I'm not moving back in with my parents.
I was going to say about the market. ETH is up, what, 80 to 90% in the last 15 days.
Yeah.
So it's definitely like it's a dead market, but there's still money to be made. So like, for instance, I do a trading challenge each month. In July, I started July 16th, started with 1 ETH, long ETH on the third dip, and ended up turning that into 2.6. And then I swept the 9GAG potatoes collection today. And then I got lucky, pulled a rare and whatever. And now I'm sitting at like 4.5 ETH. So I'm like 1 to 4.5. That's still making money. So I don't know. I think it's definitely a good time to be.
I think it's hard. It's a lot harder. Like last summer. On that note, like last summer, if you got in, you could literally mint every project basically, and like 5 to 10x your money, like instantly if you just flipped it. Where now that's not the case.
It was so bad though. At that point, I was literally running out to my car each time during work to go mint different projects. Like, basically, if you didn't mint, you weren't eating that day because it was like every day was a feast, and you literally just had to show up and perform, win a gas war, and you would have been good to go.
Yeah, for sure. It's a different time now. But thanks for the conversation, Dor. We actually like talking to all types of people, even if you're not into NFTs or crypto or anything too. So thanks for being here. But I would agree. Like I think it's just way harder, and the market is definitely a bear, and I think we'll be here for a little bit longer too. So, but that's okay. I feel confident in what I'm holding, and I've taken. I think the key too is like take out as you are going up. You don't want to be the person that's just never taking out anything, and then potentially your stuff all crashes. I'm not saying that'll happen, but always taking some profits along the way is imperative. And like for me and like my family, it was super impactful to take out some pretty big ass wins, to be honest with you, in the last 12 months.
Do we have another slide of game, or are we?
Sorry.
Yeah,
did you do this one, Bryce?
No, I didn't. For this one, I would. Oh God, this is tough. I love the Captain Trippy hat, like a lot. But I honestly think I would burn that one. I would mint the pimp coat.
I know it's hard, dude.
I think I'd mint the Trippy fur and then marry pimp coat. I think that pimp coat with the background, it's not popping too much, but it's clean as crap.
So I guess the question is like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, so the difference between mint, marrying, and burning, like obviously that's a great stack of apes right there. I mean, if you're minting it, what is that saying? Are you just saying that?
It just means that you could potentially keep it or you could flip it. Like it would be the one that you can play with and flip and do moves with, trade, etc. Maybe you think it has a better value on the open market for other people potentially.
Yeah, fair.
All right, we got one more, I think. If you want to go to it, are we good? All right, last one, and then we'll go eat number 5.
Yeah, these are all.
We went from the top of the line to the floor.
Yeah,
this is the floor.
These were just floor apes I saw yesterday. I was like, which one would I choose?
For sure. Shout out to my friend Alex. He said he had tuned in for a bit too. Shout out Alex. I'll go. I actually know Bryce. You got to go first on this one.
I am minting the cowboy hat, just because for the background's sake, it pops pretty well. I'm marrying Sushi Chef headband, just because I think it's a relatively clean and simple ape, and I, for some reason, just really like that headband. And I'm burning the bunny ears.
All right, I'll go next. I'm minting bunny ears. I'm marrying cowboy hat, and I'm burning sushi.
Yeah. I mean,
I like open eyes, my dog. I don't know. I like when they're open.
Sorry, I can't see the haters.
Man, there's like something I just dislike about each of these. Like I'm not a fan of the bunny ears. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna marry the middle one, the sushi headband, just because the M2 variant on those is gnarly. Definitely gonna mint the cowboy hat. I feel like that has the most flip potential, and burning the bunny ears. Sorry, my guy. Just peace.
My friend Chad is also watching. That's all good. I like. I don't know why. I've always thought the bunny ears are kind of fun. I mean, okay, I don't know if I would keep it like long term. And I actually really like the cowboy hat one. This one, I just do. I don't know. I like it.
So Dor asked a question. Can we explain the benefits of NFT over standard art or stamp collecting?
Who wants to go first? I can go if you want.
You can fill that.
I mean, for me, I think what you'll see with like art specifically, I'll hit on that first. You're seeing a decent amount of traditional artists come into the NFT space. I think it's a better and easier way to connect with their community, actually build a community. Also, a nice thing as an artist, I'll go from that perspective first. If you're an artist and you create an awesome piece of work, or let's say you do 10, and then in the physical realm, in the normal art world, you sell it, and let's say you sell it for $100, all of them for $100. And then 10 years later, 5 years later, maybe you become more famous. And Bryce bought my first painting for $100, and he sells it for $100,000. I don't see anything from that. With NFTs, if I create that same 10 pieces and put them as an NFT, and then I sell them all for $100, and let's say I put my creator fee at even 2.5 or 5%. Every single time that's sold, so every secondary sale, I'm getting 2.5 to 10% is usually as high as it goes. But I'm getting anywhere from 2.5% to 10% every single secondary sale. So like as an artist, I think it's a massive plus because I think it's a way for even smaller to medium-sized artists to make it as a career. I'm not saying be millionaires, but I think they can make it as a career because if you continue to build a community, if you get more popular, you're going to have more secondary sales, and every single time that's racking up more money for you. From the collector standpoint, it's all on the blockchain. It's easy, like so easy to transfer things. You're not worried about, and some NFTs will come with like a physical piece too. Like you might get I actually minted a project today that is digital, but you actually get a signed piece, a signed version of it as well. And I think that's cool. NFT, what's the biggest draw? I guess for me, it's being able to connect with the creators more. I'm like an artist. I'm a musician myself, and I teach music, but like I like the idea of being able to go in and actually talk to the artist all the time, build a connection, and basically like utility. Yeah, it's a buzzword, but like there is usually some utility. Maybe that's just the piece of art and it being awesome, but it could also be like events. It could be, merch. It could be, there's a million things that could come with it. That's not like a stamp is not doing that for me. A normal piece of traditional art is probably not doing that for me.
Yeah. I saw a video of like Kevin O'Leary talking about NFTs and kind of some of their perks and benefits where it's digital, verification of like digital assets. And so he was saying in the next few years, like Rolex and all these other companies, right, they're going to have an NFT that corresponds to your specific watch because there's counterfeits of every art piece now that so it becomes extremely hard to track, what's real and what's not. Right. So if you had an NFT that's from the manufacturer, that's like, this is the real Rolex that's tied to this serial number or whatever, then I think, that's a huge benefit over, owning potentially a copyrighted piece or a knockoff piece.
You're muted, Will.
My bad. I was going to say, we just had that first physical verified by the blockchain and a token verification with the Nike AR hoodies.
Oh yeah.
Those will have NFC chips in them, and you have to keep your NFT to link it to the hoodie when you get it. So it's kind of, an interesting point that we're like actually at that point with Nike to be able to release that. So like, I feel like that's like really bullish for like the fashion industry and like bringing that tech forward. And then they're mixing in like the AR aspects of it too, which I feel like is just kind of, it's a fun little thing that exists, but I think moving forward, like it's going to just reach a new level and eventually it'll just take off and it'll be like every single kid is playing around with some AR object and they're all posting pictures at school with their friends and they all are flexing with their AR wearables and stuff. I think it'll be cool. Like I imagine, say you have the Nike hoodie and you show it to somebody who's like a sneakerhead but doesn't know anything about NFTs, and you're like, "Yo, look, this is a exclusive Nike. Like I can verify it. Take a look." And then your hoodie grows those wings when you put the right filter on it or whatever. I don't know. It's just like random dumb shit, but like I think it's like a good step for mainstream adoption of the technology.
And NFTs, like there's so many varieties. Like a lot of these, like the Bored Ape one specifically, you have a picture of the ape and people can say whatever, overvalued, undervalued on that, but it's really like a membership to a club, like a social membership, if you will. And there's like those things happen in the physical real space, Soho House. Like there's all these places that like you have a social token, you're able to go in because you have that membership. It's kind of the same thing. Obviously there's other potential utility, but I guess that's what I'd say. Let's do number 5 and then we'll continue talking.
Yeah. And to answer your question super fast, yes, the Rolex is the tangible asset and the NFT would just be a mere piece of proof. That could also turn into like how you trade and sell your watch is as the NFT. So you could set it at a certain price. Somebody could buy the NFT and then you ship it to them or however that would work.
And the thing with, the piece of proof that's what's really important about NFTs and the blockchain in general is like it's all verifiable. It can't be tampered with. I mean, of course, there are circumstances that could cause shifts in the blockchain, but those are like you'd have to have a lot of coordination and basically take over all of the chain to do that, which wouldn't necessarily happen. So, I mean, yeah, you just get to verify token that you own a token. Sorry, I'm like still sweating on the inside here. You get to verify that you have a token and prove ownership of it. So like we see a lot of token gated things within the NFT community, whether it's a token gated merch drop, token gated event access, I mean, private access to different channels and discords and whatever. And it's all just unlocking certain doors that you maybe can find value behind, right? If you find value in a strong community of traders, then maybe you hang out in the CyberKongz Discord. If you value, access to high level artists, then maybe you hang out in the Proof Discord. And so, I mean, I don't know. It's really just like opening doors to access to people.
And like Ape Fest specifically, like Ape Fest, like we just went to Ape Fest, Dorflam, and we were all there. You did, I mean, obviously you could go or not go. It was up to you, but it was free to get in if you had an ape. And like it was a private concert, and some of those acts were LCD Sound System, The Roots, Questlove, Future, Lil Baby, Eminem, Snoop were there, Lil Wayne. Like these were people that, and it was like a 3,500 person space. So like that doesn't usually happen. Like that's almost a private showing. And so that's one of the things with the social side of it, social aspect, specifically with Bored Ape Yacht Club, that is kind of like a utility. But let's eat that. I got like, I swear this.
I just popped it.
Oh. Cheers, man.
I wasn't paying attention. I just shot it. I was like, here we go. So the argument of Rolex already provides this proof.
I was looking at that. Yeah, they provide a physical ticket, but it's so much easier to work with like a digital. Jeez.
Yo, that one hit. I swallowed and it literally just went bop.
Yep, the swallowing does it, boys. I took my gloves off. I'm gonna also sanitize my hands. Whoa!
Oh, I'm hot in the face. Fuck that.
That feels. That reminds me of like the Blazing Wings challenge. That tastes a lot like the Blazing Wings.
Oh my goodness!
Times maybe 5. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if in like the future, if we're gonna continue on this Rolex example, they have an NFT drop and basically say the value of their watch, and then if you have the NFT, they'll ship you the Rolex specific to that one.
Yeah, we're already seeing some larger ones.
What did we do?
Yeah, I'm deeply regretting this.
I don't like that one.
No.
Are you chilling? What the hell?
That one's hot.
Oh yeah, my face is.
I got the hiccups.
Should we do another game?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can.
Well, we'll know the fake ape.
That's a good one.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Oh my god, I hate this so much.
Oh my goodness.
I'm grabbing more water.
I do, but it tastes like a Savannah pepper.
Shut up. For real?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Death Nut Challenge. Nah.
Dude, I cooled off after that last one.
Yep.
I'm not okay.
What?
I'm not okay. I think we're done though.
Mm-hmm. That's hot, boys.
This one is accurate. So freaking accurate. Regretfully hot.
Yep.
Carolina Reaper. Something Scorpion. 7-pot Primo.
Oh my god.
You crying?
Yeah, dude.
Hang in there. What? My nose is
Shout out to the homies.
I'm getting dunked on by my girlfriend.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Death Nut Challenge. Try it at your own risk.
Don't fucking do it.
How'd you get more ice cream?
It came in like a pack of like 12 of these, so I got a few more.
You're on number 11.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, boys. I might have to grab that ice cream.
Oh, I got the shivers now. What?
I'm not doing okay.
All right, here's a random question for you guys. What's the most overrated trait in Bored Apes?
Gold. It was a joke. I just couldn't say it fast enough. Most overrated trait.
So it's got to be something that like gets like higher sales.
Honestly, I would say either like the diamond grin or like the rainbow grin.
I'll go with the rainbow.
I think the rainbow grin's probably a little overrated.
There are a lot of people that love that though. So like that's, I guess that's, excuse me, massive bullfrog. That's probably one of the best things about Bored Ape, in my opinion, was that I'm gonna put that one on because I am on fire. They did so many like specific traits to different, types of people that are different characteristics that people could connect with. That I think is really cool too. Like you talk to 10 different Bored Apes, they probably all have a different favorite trait.
Yeah. Like personally, I think cowboy hats with the fucking bandolier combo should be like, multiples of ETH higher above the floor.
They should all go for 1 million. It's kind of like I think all halos with pink fur, should at least be a 2 million floor.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the next question. Oh, maybe you guys aren't as married to your apes. How much would you have to be paid to sell your PFP?
So there was a point.
Don't say like 10 million. Like
no. Real. I put this out there in a tweet. I said I would sell it for 165 ETH or $500,000. And then what we got close.
Would you?
But I didn't list it.
Okay. Oh, thanks. Look at that ice cream delivered.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. I'll have my dog too. Don't eat these nuts. Ugh. I don't want to take Ava out in the middle of the night because she got the shats after she eats a death nut.
I might have to.
Yeah, but had you sold it at 500 grand, then what would you be done?
What would I have done?
Yeah, because they were all there, right? Like,
I would have cried. That's when I was like,
what if
so
you just wrote it out? Like, obviously, we went back down, but like you didn't know that was going to happen. So like, what? Like, and this is hypothetical, of course, but like, you sell it for whatever the floor is, 500K, and then it goes up to 750. How are you feeling?
Pain. Which I mean, honestly, like the thing is, I was trying to sell it for 500K when the floor was 300, right? Like, I would want to sell it for like 1.5 times the floor.
Okay, that's fair. Would you reinvest on the floor?
Yeah, either a floor or mutants. Unless if I thought everything was a little too hot, which then I'd probably just wait a little bit.
Interesting. I think maybe double the floor for me because I actually like feel like I don't know, maybe double the floor just because like I'm pretty connected to my PFP. But
I mean, yeah, the thing is I really don't want to get rid of it, like ever. I want to hold on to it. I want to continue to ride the roller coaster and
yeah,
see where this journey takes us. But I'd have to be like, I really need that money to sell it.
I agree. I'm not. I have two, so I feel fortunate on that. But even the second one, like, I actually had it listed the night before ApeCoin,
Oh yeah.
and I think the floor was like 130 or so ETH.
Okay.
Maybe it was a little lower, 115, and mine was like ended up being like third from the floor,
Ooh.
and I only had it there until the morning. Like I had it for like an 8-hour timer.
Right.
And it was the second one I have, not the PFP I have. But I'm kind of glad it didn't because then I got all that ApeCoin extra and
Yeah.
other side, like other deed. So there was some, like to me, I'm glad I didn't sell it then, even though like that would have been a massive win. I think I'll sell my second one at some point, but I haven't decided if I want to trade that for something with different IP. With the potential of like licensing it, it's still so like everything's still so new that like trying to figure out what the best play is nearly impossible. So I think we lost Bryce. So if you follow our Twitter at _board_TV_, there was a question who is going to die first, and apparently it was Bryce.
Yeah, he seems MIA. Hope he's doing all right.
You might need to call your brother and see if he's actually alive.
I'll just unmute him. He chose to mute himself, so I can't put him on blast.
Dang it. He's just crying in the background. So yeah, again, if you came through today, if this is your first time, or maybe you watched a couple of our other streams, thanks for being here. We will be going live probably once or twice a week. Definitely once for sure with an interview every week that we play the games. We have an interview, and then potentially one other one occasionally as a pop-up space for speculation. Will is kind of a wizard when it comes to breaking down other deeds specifically and kind of being able to point out information that you and I, you as the people at home, and I definitely missed. And so that was a lot of fun to have those conversations and speculate on kind of what we think might happen next. Let's, I guess, have a quick conversation until Bryce comes back, and then we'll sign off. But
Sure.
Let's talk a little bit about a couple of things that happen in the NFT space as a whole. Obviously, this is Board TV, but we're also connected to NFTs. You talked about the Artifact hoodie. There was some pushback on that because the drop did not go very well, and then people ended up having to like mint from contract, which it's not hard to do that, but it shouldn't come down to that for your mint of this. And also, I think it was only like a third of the holders could have even gotten one. Like 2/3 wouldn't, because like the amount that they did or something, which is odd to me.
Yeah. I mean, it was not ideal. That's for damn sure. Let me see if I can throw it up here. We've got, this is their little teaser video showing off the AR filter. So this is an actual person wearing the hoodie, and then the wings kind of throw up, and you've got the clone as the head and whatever. So, I mean, what I want to see is I want to be able to throw this hoodie on my Bored Ape and other side and have some wings fly out of him. I think that'd be pretty cool, but we'll see if that happens when it happens. But yeah, so ended up, they kind of played it off as like a quest because they have those monolith boxes for their kicks. And so I don't know where it is. They basically said, oh, that was a side quest to mint from contract. So they definitely tried to play it off. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I think this is going to be a huge deal, this jacket in particular. I think it's going to be looked back like 10 years from now, 20 years from now. I think people will look back and like really recognize this hoodie. I mean, that's why I bought it for $300. I was like, fuck it. I think it'll be important. So
yeah, I think it's definitely different. talk about pushing the space forward, doing new things within NFTs. This is definitely hits the mark. And obviously with their partnership, well, Nike buying them, I should say, that is naturally going to be massive as you continue to move forward. I'm just surprised they botched it so badly because you are with Nike. Like that shouldn't, I would feel
Yeah,
like
man.
that kind of feels like the sneakers app, which is like the worst experience ever as a sneakerhead.
It was just terrible. It was no good.
And some people are like, I don't have 4 hours to wait because it was like you were in a queue. And I was like, your estimated time is 4 to 5 hours. And it's like, that's just, man, that's absurd, dude.
I mean, the other
for a
thing
holder,
too,
like for a holder, that should not, like that just shouldn't happen.
yeah, no, it was no good. But I mean, like, in terms of like trying to onboard people, so they tried to like push. They said, okay, CloneX holders and owners of the crypto dunks, crypto kicks,
Yeah.
Genesis dunks. Basically, if you owned one of those, you were cleared to mint, and so that kind of caused the kicks to pump. So here, let me throw the kicks up. I got them right here. That caused the floor on these kicks to kind of double overnight, or well, not overnight, within a few hours. And so, I don't know. People were upset. They were like, you just tried to pump the kicks floor and didn't reward the long-term holders of clones. And I don't know. So, but I mean, imagine. Oh, Bryce said, I am not okay.
Yeah. He said, I'm alive, but I'm not okay.
Come back. Oh, he's on the toilet. Rest in peace, Bryce.
I guess maybe
he was the one over there making all the anus jokes. So
he deserves this, bro.
Bro, I would if I could, but I stand up, I throw up. But if I stand
up, Lord have mercy. Well, Bryce, rest in peace to your gut, my dog. No, I like the crypto kick. So is this the only piece of artifact that you have? Is the dunks?
No, I've got the dunks, and I've got the I've got the hoodie, I've got the dunks. I've got one of the boxes, the Monolith 2.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Which I mean, I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. Like, just pump my bag and I'll be okay. But until then, I'm just like holding a box that opens up shoes. Actually, it's the other one that I have now because I opened up this one.
Right.
I had a clone, but honestly, I sold it the other day. I had a decent offer, and I just took the tax L on it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just take an L and walk, because I bought it at the top, which was dumb, unfortunately. So lost a hefty amount there. Learned a lesson not to FOMO into shit, even though I knew better.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know.
I think the kicks are cool. I've never been in the CloneX or Artifact system.
Let me find the vials on them.
I definitely think the crypto kicks are cool.
Oh, sorry. I was pulling up other stuff on a different tab. So they've got all these vials. The vial I got was the human one, which is just utter crap. Let me see. Hold on. I should be able to see all of the kicks somewhere. DNA human. So, you apply a skin vial to them and they come out with different color schemes. So this is the human one. It's kind of just like an LED RGB kind of flow to it, which, I mean, it's cool, I guess. I don't know what that will look like when you forge like the physical version of that shoe.
Right.
The robot one's pretty neat too. It's got some other sliders on it and whatever. And so, I mean, eventually you'll be able to wear them as like AR filtered shoes, and then, which I don't really see that much use being getting that much use out of them.
That one's
this one I really like, the Angel.
Yeah. It's very cool.
Very clean, very clean.
I like the colors on it too, are just fire, dude.
Personally, I'm a big fan of the Demon. I've seen some of like in the teasers, they showed some of the like evolutions, because like essentially you'll be able to take the skin vials, and I believe you'll be able to either like breed them, like combine them or something, and get like different evolutions and parent trees of how did this shoe come to be. And it would be like, I mixed a reptile skin with a human skin and a whatever skin. So I feel like in that sense, it'll make these vials deflationary. So even like the human ones, I feel like Oh, sorry, got the shivers. Freaking that heat still hanging out. I don't know. I think it'll be interesting though to see how it plays out. The undeads are
Definitely,
pretty cool.
definitely.
So like, let me see if I can find them real quick. They showed the physical version of these undeads. I think it's on the website. Sneakers, no, manufacturing. So there's like the undeads right there,
Okay, yeah.
which I'm like that's pretty cool. You get that from the from this digital file, and then you forge it and you get the physical.
It's definitely interesting. It's just like the price point is interesting. Obviously, naturally, there's not that many of certain, some of these types, and so the floor is absurd. But it'll be, I don't know, it's interesting. So if someone buys a vial, what's the like? They're just holding that to use on a kick.
Yeah, yes, essentially. So 16 ETH to get those shoes, which
Yeah, that's
holy
absurd.
smokes, 25K to get that. I mean, but there's 85 of them. I mean, which I guess if you run the math, like in terms of limitedness, it checks out. But like, I don't know.
I'm,
The ones
I'm
that are
probably
like-
not buying those for 25 grand.
Well, I'm not buying those. That's for damn sure. But then you got the Takashi
Yeah.
Murakami cum shot ones.
Yeah.
So those are a hefty penny too. So I don't know. I personally, I'm like not a fan of clones, so I find it hard to like try and like get involved with all the other stuff. But like,
Yeah. I don't like the clone art myself either. Again, I know others that do. I like a lot of like the physicals, and I remember, back last summer when Artifact was hinting that they were going to have Bored Ape shoes, and then like nothing has been done with that because obviously they were then acquired by Nike, and it's like, is that ever going to happen? I don't know. I hope so, because I remember them talking about it, and they were like showing little sketches, and I was like, this is dope with their shoes. And then the clones came out, and that drop was kind of a disaster too. And I don't know, it's just been interesting. So obviously they've been very successful. If you've held them for a while, you've got a bunch of stuff like, as utility, as airdrops, as really frankly ETH, which is dope. So let's go ahead and wrap it up. Obviously these will be again more. Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Like, why can't I?
where are these?
That's my point. Like, they just disappeared.
So my theory on where they are is they were gonna release them, but if they released them, they were gonna have to then give all of the Bored Ape owners that bought them, they were gonna have to give them vials. The same way that they gave anyone with Punk shoes vials and anyone with any of the other collections of
But
artifacts.
can I just have these shoes? That's all I want.
Well, I know, I just want the shoes, but in the timing scheme, it was just like I feel like they had to make a certain amount of money off of the drop for them to actually get acquired by Nike. Like Nike was like, yo, pull this off, make this much money, and you can have it. Right. So like it was just not going to work for them to give all of the Bored Ape people vials on top of it. So I don't know.
We'll never see
that's my
these.
theory.
We're never going to see these.
No, they said, what's his name? Keeps saying they're going to make their way out here.
We'll see.
I just don't know when. All right, dude. My internals are kind of like.
No, you're good, dude. This was Bored TV. This was the Death Nut Challenge. This was obviously a ton of fun. It was fun, painful as well. If you do the Death Nut Challenge, I'd suggest not eating definitely not eating the full bag. Probably not eating half the bag.
One
nut will do fine. We also consumed chocolate milk was semi-helpful, but of the last one, nothing was really helpful, to be honest. Lemons, I didn't try it later on. I was too nervous. Tried it early. It was not really successful. Salt was not successful.
Ate about half a tub of ice cream. So
perfect, dude. I'm gonna have to jump on this Peloton again tonight because I just consumed entirely too much chocolate milk and now I'm eating ice cream. But nonetheless,
get it all out.
Tune in again next Wednesday. We will have our first official interview with Bored Ape Gazette. Going to be a hell of a time. If you don't follow us on Twitter yet, please do. If you don't, obviously follow us on YouTube. Check it out. Give us a follow. Subscribe, I should say. And obviously comment on the video, like the video, share the video. That helps us as we continue to try to reach out to more people. But for Mr. Bryce, for myself, for Will, I want to say thanks for being here, and we will talk to you very soon.